So, hey, Allie, I want to thank you for continuing to ask me questions for several reasons. I have been doing a horrible job of generating content. I love my AI avatars because I can do that all day without having to make sure my face and my hair and my clothes look okay. And so I've gotten lazy and I just don't do it. But when you ask me questions that I can easily answer, content you're going to get. So I went to school in Nashville, Tennessee. Somewhere on here, pinned to my bio, is a playlist of my journey to STEM. So it has a lot of this in there. But I went to school in Nashville, Tennessee. And when I was a freshman in college, someone came from Spelman to talk to the Black women about considering Spelman, which is a HBCU, historically Black college, women's college in Atlanta, Georgia. And she impressed me so that I decided my freshman year I was going to Spelman. The interesting thing about it is my counselors really did not want me to go to a HBCU. She was really pushing for Vanderbilt, which I did eventually go to, but I ignored her, even after she brought the Vanderbilt recruiter to talk to me because I worked in the guidance office in high school. So I did move away from Tennessee, 4.5 hours from Nashville to Atlanta, and I went to Spelman for 3 years to get my bachelor's degree in math, and then went to Georgia Tech for 2 years to get my bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. So the biggest challenge is Spelman was a small liberal arts college, very student-centered. Professors and students were very close. And then I went to a diploma mill or an engineering mill or factory, which is what we call Georgia Tech. And it was a complete culture shock, not just racially, but because of the lack of diversity among the women, racial minorities in engineering. There were international students, and some of them were from Africa and Pakistan, and that honestly ended up being who I studied with because some of the Black students at Georgia Tech at the time had an issue with students who came over from the HBCU to get a 3-2 degree or 2 degrees in 5 years. So yes, I was away from family, I was away from her resources, I was away from my support network, and it took a while for me to build a new one. And my support network was all my friends back at Spelman, the teachers at Spelman, and a new community that I had to build at Georgia Tech that didn't look exactly like what I needed it or thought it would look like, but ended up being what I needed, including grad students. I hope that helps. Stay fantastic.